Hi, everybody. I hope everybody's taking good care of themselves. I hope everybody is out there doing what they need to do to stay safe. What I want to talk about is how to try and use this time at home to be productive. I know a lot of dynamics have changed. I know that as a society, we've defined society as a way where you wake up in the morning, you either take the kids to school and you go to work or you go to school, depending on your routine. And now that has been literally put on stop, and everybody has to be in the same space with the kids, work from home, be with spouses. And it's becoming a challenge because normally, as a family, we don't always talk to our spouses. We don't always have regular conversations because we're always tired, burned out, overworked, exhausted. And this is the only time now that we have to actually spend quality time literally with the your significant other. Now what that means is literally it shouldn't be a time where you are overly stressed. Now, I understand that stress is coming from anxiety, the fear of the unknown, not knowing how long this lockdown is going to be, not knowing if you're going to have a job afterwards, just the fear of the unknown. And what that fear can manifest in is literally aggression, being constantly irritated, shouting at kids, shouting at the other partner, not having enough patience, and also not having motivation to work from home because that's literally a new way of doing things, especially if you're used to waking up and literally leaving the house to go and do something at an office space. So, we need to take COVID-19 as a way to actually help us restructure ourselves. What does that mean? Basically, you can use this time to think about your life as a person. What have you achieved? Are you right now at a place where you wanted to be 2 years ago, 5 years ago? What is it right now that has been hindering you? What can you put in place, hopefully, when this is over, so that you can achieve those goals? This can be the time that you actually get to know your loved ones much better. This is where you get to hear who they are as a person because we really don't have time. We don't spend time with our families to hear this because we're so exhausted, right? This is where you have to actually ask, hi, how was your day? How are you doing? What are you afraid of? And actually get to share stories about each other's childhoods, each other's life stories from school years. And also what are each other's fears, what are each other's anxieties, how can we work better as a couple, how can we work better as a family unit, as friends. And also this crisis has put us in a place where you can actually call loved ones, right? You can call loved ones via the phone and actually have a video call and see how family reach out because now you have this time. I understand that a lot of frustrations are coming out because family dynamics have been changed. I understand that because of past pains and past hurt, where people have hurt each other, where people didn't trust each other, where there was a lot of betrayal, people are very frustrated with each other right now in the same space. And maybe this is the time to ask for forgiveness. I'm sorry that I hurt you this way. I'm sorry that my actions caused you this much pain. This is not what I meant to do with that. Or even if it's something that I did without realizing, I truly, truly am sorry. Speaking like that. One of the things that we need to realize with when someone is hurt, they might mimic that with frustration and anger. And it's not to ask what's wrong with you. Why are you always so angry? It's about what happened, what did I do, what caused you this pain. And right now I think this crisis is helping us sit down and actually sit and talk with our loved ones. So, this should be a time for healing. This should be a time for learning to talk to each other. This should be a time to ask for forgiveness. This should be a time to open up and allow the other person to open up and not minimize their feelings because of something that happened in their past or something that you might have done without knowing or with knowing, but to take ownership because these are the people that are in your life and this is the people that you need because we either choose them or we don't choose them, but it's who we are with right now. So be kind before you speak, like Bernard Meltzer once said, is before you speak, is it true what you're about to say? Is it really true to what to what you're saying? Is it kind? Or are you gonna regret what you're saying because of emotions that are out there? And is it really, really necessary to say it right now, or is it something that you can hold on to for a later time when emotions have chilled down? Mental health is important, and right now we need to understand our emotions are stemming out from things that has hurt us. And when we talk about it, it releases anxiety and stress, and that makes us better human beings out there. Be open to conversations, be kind, and try to reflect, try to plan, try to see where you can be at in the next 5 years. Maybe think about remodeling your house, having that garden outside, because right now you have time. We've been given time to think about who we are, what we can bring to society, and yeah, and what our kids can also become one day. Thank you, and take good care of yourselves.